Broforce Squad. That was pretty good, because like you guys are almost in sync, but not quite, so it makes it perfect.
We're like Lance and Joey. We're not quite in sync.
Welcome to the Broforce Squad podcast, where the only tournament we've ever won was a loser's bracket of a beer pong tournament where there was only 3 teams.
Not losers, consolation bracket.
Excuse me, I forgot. My bad. We're here to give you another world-famous movie commentary on Mortal Kombat. We don't have our movies paused. We're just going to start it at the 000 mark. Whoops. That's how ready we are for this. We're gonna start
as usual.
Yeah, we're gonna start at the 000 mark. While you guys get queued up, we're gonna go around the bracket and meet the bros. As always, I'm your host, Brian Banner, and to my right, we have the mayor himself, Jeff Hornacek. Now, Horns, can you tell the folks at home how you were almost the next Johnny Cage?
Yep. Basically, there was an open audition at a local strip mall near me. I showed up. I had the sunglasses on and everything. Apparently, it's fucking stupid. They run background checks at these things. So immediately a red flag popped up. As you all know, I don't have to get into what I've done, but I've done it. I'm not going to sit here and hide anymore. And I was disqualified. Although the guy they picked, it's bullshit because he was balding, and the hairline Johnny Cage has, that's like his fucking staple. So I was not happy about that.
I mean, he kind of had it coming, though.
Yeah.
All right. And to his left, we have our enforcer, Matthew F. Geiger. Now, Geiger, as our enforcer, we know you've represented Broforce Squad Nation in several fighting tournaments. And we were kind of thinking, what would happen if we signed you up for the next Mortal Kombat? How do you think you'd fare?
I'd destroy everyone. Fucking everybody.
Even Goro?
Fuck yeah.
Especially Goro.
He's got 4 arms.
Goro would be an appetizer for me for the even fucking meal. I'm about as big as a sumo wrestler from Street Fighter, and I'm on this pod strictly to fucking back Street Fighters because I was not a Mortal Kombat fan. I was a Street Fighter fan, and I know everyone's going to say, well, that movie sucked too, but guess what? We're not doing that fucking movie right now. And by the way, this movie's on Netflix. That's where we're starting at the 000 mark. Mortal Kombat is on the screen.
Yep. All right, guys, we are going to hit play in 3, 2, 1, play.
Fight. Did you mean for that volume to happen?
No, I did not.
Imagine if colleges had like intramural Mortal Kombat.
God, we'd have won that too.
Co-rec. It's like, what?
I mean, we don't discriminate here on Broforce Squad podcast.
All right, so Geiger kind of teed it up, but as the credits are rolling, which, by the way, fucking, you want mid-90s credits?
Here we go.
Here you go, folks. Who here was
Just
a fan
cue the fire.
Who here was a fan of this video game? Because I was a massive fan of the Mortal Kombat arcade game.
I liked it. I wasn't allowed to have it, though. My parents wouldn't buy it for me because of all the blood, naturally.
It was fine. I just thought Street Fighter had more characters that I kind of... It had fucking Blanca. I mean,
right.
That was it for me.
But Geiger, what if I told you, have a seat for this, that it's Mortal Kombat, but they spell combat with a K?
Well, I'm in now.
Fuck, that's cool. What's the line in Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
Hey, before we just walk into this movie, we're going to set up a little backstory, if you don't mind.
Nothing says I'm invested than an adult beating the shit out of a child.
Which is also Johnny Tsunami's grandfather. Check out our movie commentary on that.
That's right. So this is what happens when you don't pull the weeds when your dad asks you to.
Do you think this is why Johnny Tsunami moved to the East Coast? Because Johnny Tsunami's mom knew that Johnny Tsunami's grandpa was the guy from Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, this is his
killed little kids.
Excuse him, Brian, for having a past. We all do, you know?
The
We all have our
grandpa's
cross
like,
to bear.
Grandpa's like, we put together a chore chart for reasons so that you wouldn't forget to sweep the garage.
God, this is great.
They try a little bit.
This actor, I'll look his name up right now, but he, as Shang Tsung, is like, I remember as a kid being so fucking scared of this dude. First off, because if he'll beat the shit out of kids, like, I'm not off limits, you know?
So Luke Cage is in this movie, and then Beverly Hills Ninja, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what more does he need to be in?
Could they not afford Jackie Chan?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Street
Let's be honest
Fighter.
with ourselves.
Street Fighter opened the bank and got Jean-Claude Van Damme. So
All right. While we're setting up whatever little story there is in this, it might be time for a Brother Dead return.
did you see that? Like,
What are we paying by the letter?
Brother Dead, come home. Like, really?
Get milk.
Get milk. Yeah.
All right.
2%.
Our
Jesus.
first Horns
What a
fun
gateway.
fact of the day, because I got to run through these. We'll do You want to do who was cast as Sonya Blade, who's on screen now first, or Liu Kang, the people who read for the part?
Let's do Liu Kang first.
All right, his is not as interesting. It's a bunch of martial artists who auditioned for the role. Again, this is according to IMDb. But the thing that I think is most important is the character in the games was originally based on Bruce Lee. And Jason Scott Lee played Bruce in Dragon, the Bruce Lee story. And he was going to be considered for this role as well.
Was Brandon Lee already dead by this time?
I believe he was.
I believe so.
He died in 94.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was 95, so
Okay.
They probably would have been filming.
yeah.
Of course, Sonya Blade, fucking cock block. We're at a nightclub. Everybody's trying to hook up and just do a little ecstasy, and she has to rate it.
You think that would stop me?
This dude's cool. He's like New Zealand.
So this whole story is basically like they're not on Earth. They're on a different world, right?
Right now, they're on Earth.
They're still on Earth right now.
But they're from a different world.
Right.
Him and Raiden are, but I think everybody else is.
So right now, Shang Tsung, for some stupid, it doesn't matter. He's saying we need to lure Sonya Blade to the Mortal Kombat tournament.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
So Bridget Wilson Sampras plays Sonya Blade. This is my second Horns fun
She's
fact.
hot.
She is. She was married to Pete Sampras still, tennis great. So she obviously auditioned for Sonya Blade. Due to the long casting process, though, she actually chose to star in Billy Madison instead.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
before they came back to her, Christina Applegate was actually cast in the role, who was the second person cast because first Cameron Diaz was cast after
Nice.
producers saw her in The Mask. However, Diaz broke her wrist very badly in training, and she had about a 6 to 8 month recovery period. So they were able to delay Sonya Blade's filming while Billy Madison was being wrapped, and then Wilson was available.
Do you think Cameron Diaz at the time was like, that was my big break and I missed it, and now she's probably like, thank God.
Yeah. I mean, dude, this was like a well-known IP at the time. This video game was, I think there was 2 of them already, which was a big fucking deal.
It was huge. I mean, this was, as 90s kids, this Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter were honestly as big as like Marvel.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you think?
Banner, would you watch a movie that, like this Johnny Cage movie? He's not paying attention to me.
Banner has watched this Johnny Cage movie.
Banner's not listening to me at all. I can say anything I want about him.
I don't know if he can hear us or something.
Banner, can you hear us right now? I know you're muted.
I don't know.
I guess we're dead to him.
I guess this is the Dark Knight all over again. Check out our commentary on that.
If I wanted to get ignored, I would have just called my ex-wife.
She's over here if you want to talk to her.
What?
She was just.
Is Todd?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
So this guy is in nothing else either, but he looks like Jay Moore.
All right, so this guy on the crane, the director, looks like Steven Spielberg, right?
He wishes.
So Steven Spielberg is this is another fun fact, avid fan of the Mortal Kombat series, and he was actually set to make a cameo appearance in this scene. However, scheduling conflicts forced him out. Nonetheless, the quote-unquote director character does resemble Spielberg.
So I don't remember from I don't remember from the video game like how in depth they went to the characters. I don't remember Johnny Cage being an actor, I guess is what I should
don't
say.
either. Definitely not. I just remember he had his shirt off and did a lot of kicks. I'm going to burn through these fun facts because after this I only have 2 more. But Geiger, your boy Jean-Claude Van Damme turned down the role of Johnny Cage to do Street Fighter.
Because I think Street Fighter came out about the same year.
Yeah, I think like 4 months before. So of course you go to JCVD. You're like, dude, be in our movie, please. I do not want to be in the Mortal Kombat.
Who do you think did more blow, Jean-Claude Van Damme or this Johnny Cage?
If you said Jean-Claude Van Damme or The Field, I would still take Jean-Claude Van Damme. This guy's like, if you back 10 feet from the TV and squint, I kind of look like Beau Bridges. It's like, okay.
It's like, here's your invitation to Mortal Kombat. It's like, yeah, that seems right. My God, the CGI.
It's great, right? He gets the scroll and he's like, there's a $10 door fee. Why would I pay that? It's standard, everybody. It pays for like the buffet.
We also aren't going to pay for your boat there, so you got to pay for that on your own.
Luckily, Liu Kang's neighbor owes him a favor. Guy in the back's like, we work on tips. That's awesome, man.
This is honestly a great premise. So what do they win? Just like control of Earth?
I think they just protect Earth from Shang Tsung.
But how are they protecting it? He's already there.
But he doesn't get control of Earth. Geiger, this thing's airtight if you're going to try and
okay. I was like, couldn't he just take control? Okay. I don't know what to say about that.
It's probably against the rules for him to shapeshift and stuff. It's weird, though, because I know in the game you can play as Raiden. But in the movie, Raiden's about to show up. He's like, oh, it's illegal for me to play, or to fight. I mean, I'm not allowed because I'd kick your guy's ass.
Because he's like too good. God, that's all. You got to be that guy in a fight, like in a bar fight. You're just like, yeah, I would love to kick your ass, but actually it's illegal for me to because I'm such a badass. Do you think that would actually get you out of fights?
He's like, well, I just slapped your girlfriend's ass. You're just going to sit there? Like, dude, I would love to cold cock you right now.
Trust me, I'd love to, but, a lot of red tape.
Have you ever met anyone at a bar who claims they're like a UFC fighter and their hands are registered as lethal weapons?
I've been the guy to pull that card a couple times, yeah.
God, that's fucking cool. So it looks like we're in Tibet, obviously like the most peaceful place on Earth. What better place to transport yourself to Mortal Kombat?
They'll never suspect it here. It's actually genius. I know this movie is pretty historically correct, but there's no way Liu Kang's hair would be that perfect after that boat ride and the humidity. No way.
Look, if you have a few minutes, I'd love to tell you about the product he's using.
What if we actually had a product sponsor and that's how we pitched it? Like fucking Liu Kang's hair honestly looked like my mom from the 80s. Like it's just
that's true.
Huge,
that's a great
perfect. A lot of mousse.
So this is Raiden, who gets recast in Mortal Kombat Annihilation, which, if you think this movie's bad, Jesus Christ.
They made another one of these?
Yeah, and it takes place like literally the second after this one ends, but with a new Raiden. Anyway, so Raiden, he's like, oh, did you send me the telegram that said, brother dead, come home? He's like, yes, I did. Oh, well, it must have been a lie. He's like, well, no, actually, your brother.
You also owe me 20 cents. It was per letter. That's what I figured. It was pretty just
And would
generic.
you believe they charge for punctuation? I mean, how petty is that? He's like, so my brother's not dead? No, your brother is very much dead. Yeah,
he's dead.
Killed as fuck, actually. So I guess Raiden is American or Liu Kang is American? Where do you think Liu Kang was when he read that telegram?
California. That's where everyone is.
Yeah, but that apartment was looked like a fucking crack den in Boston.
He was either in California, Chicago, or New York.
All right, Raiden. I'm not going to look up. Well, let me do it in 2 seconds because I already have the cast list up. Christopher Lambert plays Lord Raiden, who does some great face acting in this movie. Now, my second to last Horns fun fact, because it wouldn't be a movie if I didn't burn through all these in the first 10 minutes. Thanks, Geiger. Sean Connery was the first choice for the role of Raiden.
Well, I'm sure he was.
Geiger, you'll love this. This is according to his publicist. Quote, Connery, however, turned down the role as he wanted to play golf and wasn't interested in it.
You couldn't have said, I have my eye on like other, some other acting jobs. You're just like, no, I'd rather just play golf and just never think this movie will ever be made.
How insulted would the studio be? Like, actually, I'd rather do anything else. Oh, okay. Well, simple no would have sufficed.
Like rather Hedges' lawn. Like something.
I'd rather spend time with my ex-wife. Danny Glover was then considered, but also turned down the role before Lambert was cast. I don't think we were ready for a black Raiden in 1995.
Not then, no. Not yet.
Which is sad, because that could have been a fucking game changer, you know?
Yeah, actually, I think it would have ended police brutality. We just had Danny Glover there. I still love how they're kind of doing the Suicide Squad, like, all right, we're giving you all the characters their own little habitat. They're all going to come together and shit. It's fucking great. I kind of want to see the second Mortal Kombat now. I didn't know they made a second one. All I remember as a kid, I rented this from my video store a couple times because I was just told I should like it because I liked the video game, and I never got all the way through it.
Yep, it's rough. The second one has one of my favorite characters, this guy named Jax, but he spells Jax with an X instead of a CKS, you know?
Oh, yeah, he's a badass.
And he has 2 metal arms, so he's like double Winter Soldier. That was all his dildos he was bringing for the trip. He's like, well, great, now I have to buy more.
See, back in the 90s, though, you couldn't, like, if you had, like, out-of-this-world characters, like, they didn't really have CGI or anything like that.
Sonya Blade,
as we will see later.
Would you get on this boat? I wouldn't. Fuck that.
I don't know, what's the buffet situation?
Oh, that looks like a $30 all-you-can-drink boat in, like, Vegas or something like that just takes you around a fake ocean.
I love how the sails have just holes all in them. Like, no, I know that you think the wind is supposed to blow these things, but you got it all wrong.
Jeff, good job on the fun facts. I had no clue the hot chick from Billy Madison was Pete Sampras' wife. I had no clue that.
Yeah, and she actually didn't get this part, or that she got so frustrated with how long the production was taking. That's why she took Billy Madison.
Wow. And then she kind of just didn't do movies anymore.
Well, she married Pete Sampras. She was like, I'm good. I'll just be professionally hot.
Okay.
Her friend with the flat top looks like he could come off the bench for the Charlotte Hornets in 1995.
Why don't people get flat tops anymore? And how did you get flat tops? I don't understand. Like, I don't think my hair could do that.
So I think you had to grow out an afro, and then they would, like, when it was high enough.
It.
Yeah, they would.
But white kids had flat tops too.
What?
Yeah.
You'd have to perm it then and then shave it.
All right, I'll do it.
Don't tempt me.
No one was telling
Challenge
you to do
accepted.
it.
So why is Sonya Blade so obsessed with Kino or whatever the fuck his name is?
The guy with the
red eye.
He killed her old partner, Shang Tsung said.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
It's kind of interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
So the three of them, who did Raiden talk to? Just Liu Kang, right?
Yeah, just Luke.
Yeah, as of right now.
All right, so this is what's cool. This part underneath the boat looks exactly like one of the levels you can fight in.
They did a good job of a lot of the set scenes. I don't know how we get to most of them, but they do look a lot like the game.
Well, no, none of that part makes sense, but you're there. That's all that really matters.
Right.
Did the game make sense? Like, this wasn't a Grand Theft Auto story thing.
No, it was just you fight one
Mortal
guy
Kombat.
and then you fight the next two. That's all it literally
That's pretty
was.
much it, yeah.
That's why, like, people go, why don't a lot of video game movies work? Because a lot of them don't have stories. Like, Mortal Kombat's not a story.
Yeah, you
beat the shit out of one guy and then go to the next.
Yeah, you don't need a story to have fun
Sub-Zero?
beating the shit out of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's Scorpio.
This is what we all look like now because of COVID.
I know. At least someone's taking this pandemic seriously. Sub-Zero's before his time, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking N95 mask.
Dude, the problem with Mortal Kombat, though, is they ended up having like 11 characters that looked all exactly like these guys. They just had different colors.
What if Sub-Zero said, "This is for your protection, not mine"? Like, what do you mean? You'll get it in 2020.
But
when
then
this
he
is on
actually
Netflix.
then he freezes her and kills her, and he goes, "Okay, well that was actually for my protection, the killing you." God, I love the CGI in this.
They're selling it too.
Banner, I feel like you could do this in 10 minutes on your computer.
I mean, I'm not that good. It's probably 12.
So Sub-Zero, I think, was like the big time dude out of all this, don't you? Was he the Blanca? Probably.
Yeah, he probably was. I mean, Goro was like the cool one, but he's like the end boss of the game, so it's not like
you don't get to just like pick him all the time.
Yeah.
Right. But if you had a friend, I mean, Mortal Kombat is just a button masher, right? You go to a sleepover and you just fucking pound the controller.
Yeah.
And sometimes you do cool shit. So if you had someone that knew how to shoot his little freeze ball, that was like unfair.
This was, if I remember correctly, like there wasn't saves like as you beat different people.
No,
so
you had to put
on. You had to either leave the game on or you could put in like the password that would jump you to that level.
Which guilt-free, man. If I already got there, I don't need to apologize.
Yeah. If you already got there, I don't need to apologize.
I feel bad for Sonya Blade, dude. Like, on this boat, like, I mean, this is way before Me Too, and some of these people are from another dimension. They don't give a shit.
Yeah, there's probably not even rape on some of these planets, sadly.
Like, some of these planets. We don't even have a word for that.
Like, well, that's disgusting. What are you guys, Vikings? What are you, the Dutch? I don't know who they are, but that sounds racist.
Horns, I may have missed it, but did we have alternate castings of Johnny Cage?
Yeah, I gave you alternate castings for everybody.
Oh, sorry, I missed it.
And Raiden. It's all right. Banner, whenever you want to hear.
Raiden wishes that he was the alternate casting for Raiden, probably right about now.
They're trying, kind of, right?
Raiden looks like he could be Jesus also. But then he'd be like, I mean, Raiden is way more powerful than Jesus, I think.
Well, I mean, never mind. That's super.
All Raiden has is light.
Say that.
And my fun fact about Raiden was that Sean Connery was asked to take the role, and he said he'd rather golf.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine Connery as Raiden. That's gonna bring me joy until this pandemic is over. Every time I'm gonna get pissed, I'm just gonna imagine Sean Connery as Raiden. I think that's a great exercise for everyone to do.
That is fun. He also turned down Gandalf, who kind of like looks similar.
You know who could play Raiden really well is Michael Caine.
Mortal Kombat requires 10 straight victories. The problem with that rule, 10 straight wins, is no one could win. Like, you could just have a bunch of people keep beating each other.
It's like the Premier League.
Basically. What's the line with Jason Sudeikis? No playoffs and ties?
Like,
what the hell are we doing?
Why do you guys even do this?
It's nice to be able to kick the ball forwards and backwards without having some prick ref get all up in your face about it.
So Raiden just explaining, like, hey, you're basically the world's only hope here.
Naturally. Because wasn't every movie, like, in the 90s just the fate of the world rests on your shoulders?
Yeah.
And they give it to you, 20 minutes in?
And then Raiden laughs about it. He's like, it's funny, too.
When does Johnny Cage raise his hand? He's like, I think you got the wrong guy. I just act like I can fight. I don't.
And he's like,
no, we got the right guy.
I thought this was economics. Is this not economics 101?
It's like, well, you'll learn your lesson here in about 20 years when CM Punk tries to fucking fight MMA. Just acting like you can fight doesn't mean you can really fight.
Liu Kang's like, I have a question not related to me. Do they test for heroin use? What? Why would you ask that? I don't know.
For a friend.
It's not for me, but some guys below deck offered me some stuff.
So they're not on Earth. They're like in another dimension now, right?
Yeah, it's like it's a neutral site game. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
It's like college football that's like at Jerry World, but it's Auburn versus Cal.
Banner, this is like when Michigan State and North Carolina basketball played on that aircraft carrier, except it's for the fate of the human race.
No, so it's exactly like when they played on that.
Pretty much the
carrier.
exact same
That's
thing.
True. That's true.
Did you guys? So this movie only had an $18 million budget.
Hard to tell based on how good the CGI is.
Yeah.
I feel like even for what we're getting right now and what we get later on, that's still pretty. It's lower than what I would have expected.
When Dana White said he was going to have Fight Island, this is pretty much what I just expected it to be like.
And the players have to come in on dragon canoes.
Of course.
Pack a little lighter, Johnny. Jesus.
He's such a diva.
How would you fall in the water like that? Tucked in shirts was so 90s. Every one of these guys, okay, except this guy on the right, but everybody else.
And the chicks wearing the belt like right below their tits too. That was 90s.
Johnny Cage.
Yeah, I don't understand why Johnny Cage has 15 suitcases. What
And
could
no
he
one else
possibly have brought?
What's in there?
If they got married, her name would be Sonya Blade / Cage, which almost sounds too porno. They wouldn't even allow you in porn.
That's true. They're like, we're gonna have to change this to something more common. Like what?
So is
Porn?
Nick Johnny's older brother or little brother?
Yeah.
He's both.
The reason Johnny has so many bags is he's gonna host one of those pampered chef parties where they all like try and buy Tupperware to then resell to
Kind
other.
of all look alike to me, so I'm not sure the age.
He's like, where's the Latin kid to help carry my fucking bags?
Not on this planet.
That's a damn shame. It's accustomed to a certain standard of living. I'm just going to make a statement. It is crazy how turtlenecks can actually look so hot on chicks.
So we're about half an hour in and no one's fought yet.
Well, it's about to be just fighting for the.
Yeah, I know, but
It's a backloaded contract.
As a kid, I was like, dude, this there's no fighting in this.
Yeah, that's a good point. As a kid, you'd be like, what the fuck, bro?
It's a backloaded contract.
There's There's a.
Let's be honest. The storytelling isn't, quite revving at all engine.
Watch this CGI. This chick Banner. There's like a 15-minute stretch where she's involved in like 3 fights, and you don't. Literally, the scene starts. People walk up, fight each other, and you're like, "What? Why is any of this happening?"
Yeah, I don't know why she's there. I don't.
So the filming of this and the tone honestly just reminds me of a porno on Cinemax. I'm not even kidding at all.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably has a smaller budget though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the porno especially is financing like the boob jobs, I could see it getting over 18 million pretty quick.
No.
Look at this CGI. Let's go.
It's beautiful.
You can't even tell what's real and what's fake.
I don't remember the video game like having all this like a weird gremlin and shit. I just remember 2 people fighting.
Reptile will transport. He'll just become green Sub-Zero when he actually fights.
Okay.
Was it Reptile? They could like spit the venom in the game.
Yeah, he would like shoot it in your face and you'd be like stunned for a little bit.
Yeah. And then Scorpion was the one that said, "Get over here."
So before the fight, obviously everyone goes to Benihana together.
Of course.
This is.
You've been cutting weight all week for fighting and shit.
Let's
You gotta
cheat
get a
a little
carb
bit.
load.
Well, do the shrimp in the pocket thing.
We've got Blackberry Dave Chappelle here.
No carb, 2 grams of sugar, Dave Chappelle.
So the guys that are going to try to kill you are going to dine with you, I guess?
We like to break bread before we break necks. Jesus said that, I believe.
So is this what the putties from Power Rangers look like before they put their suits on? All roided out like that?
Looking at some of the putties, I doubt they even lift. They're all just like cardio guys.
They definitely don't do chest day.
No.
This guy isn't Johnny Trang's father, is he? Or Liu Kang's father?
I don't think so.
No.
If he is, they don't mention it in this movie.
Okay.
He did kill his brother though, but his brother.
Yeah,
Also...
I thought there'd be some plot twist, but I think I'm giving this movie too much credit. I think it's pretty straightforward.
No,
Wait, you said this movie like there's another one. There's another one?
Mortal
I know they
Kombat
remade
Annihilation.
Yeah, there's apparently Jeff said there's a second one of this.
They're remaking it in January of 2021. That's why we're doing this.
Well, wasn't there one in like 2011 that they remade also?
I'm not sure.
Or was that a new game maybe?
It was a new game. They came out with a new game.
Okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking.
But the plot is literally like about to end probably in the next 5 minutes, and there's just fighting. This looks like an orgy gone wrong right here.
I mean, are we mad about it?
Yeah.
So Sub-Zero or Scorpion, which one do you guys got? Who's like more badass?
Sub-Zero's my guy. I'm a Sub-Zero.
I was always a Scorpion guy.
For sure.
These guys are, I mean, this guy's pretty fucking jacked for the 90s.
Well, yeah, they were all on roids.
I don't know about all of them. There's a couple guys back there. Like that guy on the far left, it just looks like he does biceps like once a week, and then that's pretty much. Then he just talks the rest of the time at the gym, socializes.
It's interesting that all of these, and it's got to be some type of correlation, but so these games were so big, this and Street Fighter, and now like MMA is like one of the biggest sports, because like we grew up on this shit.
Right. Oh, you did.
Flawless victory.
I
do like how they
just said. Who left the fridge open? Like, wow.
I like how they incorporated a lot of like the one-liners from the game.
Yeah, so flawless victory in the game, if those of you don't know, it's when you win a match and the other person didn't even hit you once. Now, there's a couple times, I hate to poke some plot holes, but there's a couple times in the movie, I think Shang Tsung says flawless victory 4 times, and 2 of those times it actually wasn't technically a flawless victory.
I'm pretty sure Johnny Cage says it at one point too, and he clearly got his ass kicked for 20 minutes before that.
That's against Goro, yeah. Goro like basically bends him over for half the fight. So Geiger, it's kind of interesting to point out that Liu Kang was in Beverly Hills Ninja, because I think that role is even funnier for him if you look at it as like kind of making fun of him in Mortal Kombat.
He was good. I actually like that Chris Farley movie. It's not that bad.
There's Goro, who looks just like my ex-wife Rachel.
I'm just surprised some of these guys are just like, no, man, I'm cool. I don't really want to go to some island, another dimension, and get my ass handed to me by like crazy ass people with superpowers.
And have the place we're trying to eat dinner at have the tables flipped over. Sonya Blade still thinks she's like being a cop. Like, I don't know if you noticed, we're in a different dimension now. Okay, so let's put off the investigation.
So the bad guys have superpowers and the good guys are just normal humans, I guess?
Yeah, but if you were like Shang Tsung and Raiden can't fight because they can't die, they're immortal. So that's like one of the rules. There's not many rules, but that's one of them I'm pretty strict about. So this is like the Earth team, USA, you know?
Do you think this movie is worse than Mario?
I don't know.
Which one's longer?
Let me look it up. Do you remember the Mario Brothers movie?
Yeah,
that was probably one of the
I
worst
remember
fucking pieces of shit I've ever seen.
Dennis Hopper was Bowser. What the fuck is that?
They had the Yoshi was like a velociraptor.
Yeah, like a baby velociraptor.
Yeah.
The Goombas were
1993.
The Goombas were like massive dudes, but they had really small heads.
It's an hour 44 minutes.
Damn.
I think this is like an hour 42.
So it's a toss-up then. I'll say Mario Brothers is worse, I guess. But again, how do you adapt these things? There's no story.
I'll say Mario Brothers is worse, but that's also being recency bias, where I've watched Mortal Kombat much more recently.
Here's Goro like, look, guys, it's Friday. Everyone wants to go home. I get it, but there's some things in the office we need to talk about. Number one, who keeps taking Dylan's lunch from the fridge?
Because don't stop.
Right.
He deserves it.
He's making a big fucking deal about it. You don't send an all-staff email.
Honestly, Goro doesn't look that bad for like the 90s.
What really bothers me is when they try and match up his mouth to the talking. It just doesn't work.
Well, Geiger, wait till he has to like fight people because he can't move. So but he's supposed to kick everyone's ass. So he'll just be like standing there, and the guy like runs into his fist.
I love
awesome.
how the acting is. They're like, I mean, they've never seen any of this before, right? I mean, people
No.
like this.
Johnny Cage was an actor on set literally yesterday. Chris Hemsworth could play this guy now. I mean, he wouldn't, but he could.
I think The Rock should just play everyone.
I could see The Rock as Goro.
He would definitely be Goro. Not even a question. Okay, so if The
Goro,
Rock is...
then he needs to be Blanca in the Street Fighter movie.
So, Matt, if The Rock is Goro, who does Kevin Hart play?
Well, isn't there a black dude that's Johnny Cage's friend? Just have him as that. That's kind of the comic relief.
And I got this idea for some humor we can do, if you want to hear me out. So, The Rock is really big, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Kevin Hart...
Not so much. Actually, kind of small.
No, he's really small.
Yeah.
So how funny would it be if they like did stuff together, and the whole time you're like, oh my god, The Rock is big, but Kevin Hart's like really small, but they're like doing the same thing. Wouldn't that be?
I'm holding my stomach, trying not to piss myself. That's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard in my fucking life.
So how about we do it in 5 different movies over
Why
there?
are you not?
I haven't really seen it that much in movies.
Yeah, this is like a new revolution of filmmaking.
Shang Tsung's like, I said gluten-free chicken wings. Like, I don't think that's a thing, Shang Tsung.
And you said this fight happens every, 1,000 years?
Whatever a convenient number of years is for it to be super rare. It's probably like 1800 or something.
What if Shang Tsung came in with like you know how, Jeff, you have like a 1994 Seattle Supersonics Division Round Championship shirt? He has a Mortal Kombat shirt of like 1786. That was a good year. That was a great fighting year.
It was 3 in a row that year. 3 in a row.
It shows his man cave. Yeah, he's got like all the jerseys and headbands of Mortal Kombat. Yeah.
His own tournament.
Mortal Kombat 14 AD. God, that was a fucking awesome Mortal Kombat.
That's an awesome. Well, you want to? I'll pour some scotch and I'll tell you about it if you want. Like, no, I'm cool,
good,
I guess.
Grandpa Shang Tsung. Also, I'm 8, so.
I'm also surfing in Hawaii right now.
Is that a Johnny Tsunami? Who just ordered the block of Parmesan cheese there?
Don't be mad about it.
We thought this would happen an hour in. I'm going to say it now. This is one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever fucking seen in my life. And Banner, I can't believe you watched it yesterday and thought you had fun.
How long did we make it? 34 minutes till he said that? That's pretty good.
Just wait till the fighting comes, okay?
It
might get better.
About to get some fighting. At least some shit will be happening on screen.
Yeah, we don't have to try and pretend that we're following a storyline anymore.
Oh, this chick. She's like, who does she
follow? The hot crazy chick. God, if I had a
nickel. Something in my loins tells me we should go this way. What?
She's 10,000 years old.
She looks great.
He's like, yeah, I'll still hit it.
That's what veggies does, apparently, and taking care of yourself.
And stay out of the sun, you know?
Stay out of the sun so your skin doesn't wrinkle. So the fights have to be 1-on-1, right?
Yeah, the actual like tournament fights. There's a lot of fights in this movie though that just aren't part of the tournament. There's probably only, what would you say, Banner, like 4 fights of the actual fight.
Honestly, it's like maybe 3 or 4.
This looks like the walk-in freezer at an Olive Garden.
Do you have to kill him to win?
I think you do.
I believe so. Yes.
That's why only mortal. This is Reptile, who can also apparently turn invisible. I don't really.
It's called camouflage, Jeff. Heard of it?
But he's just invisible.
It's like a chameleon.
Oh, so you're defending the movie now?
I mean, somebody's got to.
I think I'd have more fun if I was high, not drinking, maybe.
You would.
Well, you just need to get more drunk, I think, is all that.
I think I'd also have more fun if, like, you give me a bunch of codeine or something. I'd be drooling and foaming out of my mouth. I might have more fun, too, just
this right here.
Myself
if you guys have volume, turn that shit up right now. Because it's all serious. Just wait.
Well, the word bullshit was just said.
We got to spread out now.
Dude, based on the candles in here, somebody's about to fuck, you know? Oh, yeah, this techno song?
Yep.
Do you remember this? This is where they say all the names of the fighters.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage. Dude, I don't care what you say. If this came on at the bar right now, we would buy fucking shots.
The way that like the choreography is done is very linear, which is very like, I don't want to say traditional to the video game, but it has a video game feel. Like it's good choreography. There's not a lot of jumping around, especially for the
Liu
90s
Kang is
action
good.
movie.
Johnny Cage is not good at all.
Sonya Blade only kicks, I think, the whole movie.
Well, that and clotheslines people.
Oh, yeah. Did he just stab that dude? Oh, as I say that, yeah, she clotheslines someone. You killed him on the spread, man.
So is this like basically practicing against your scout team before the game on Sunday, I guess?
Yeah, we just want to go through the offense and make sure that everything's running right. And
quarterback has his glasses on.
And the collateral damage is we have to kill 11 minimum wage employees for Shang Tsung. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry.
So this is basically good versus evil. So he versus the Johnny Tsunami grandpa guy, and they get their team, and then whoever's the last man or woman standing wins.
Raiden's kind of like Bill Belichick, right? He brings all the misfits in and makes them work together perfectly. So we never see Raiden fight, unfortunately. Is that right?
Jeff said no, but he fights in the game, apparently.
Yeah, I remember being Raiden in the game.
Apparently he doesn't fight in this, though.
Because he's got the hat, and I'm pretty sure you could throw the hat and it like slice people's heads off.
I don't know if he fought in the second one, but I don't think anyone has ever seen that movie, so who would really know?
I'll watch it.
I'm surprised it's not on Netflix. The first one's on. Probably costs too much to get it on.
Yeah, contracts, things like that.
Gets sticky. This honestly looks like either a really nice Japanese restaurant or like, when you go to a putt-putt and it's themed like a pirate ship? That's what this looks like.
I could see a putt-putt theme, for sure. Definitely see a putt-putt theme here.
They should have a Mortal Kombat putt-putt golf theme.
That'd be awesome. You could have Johnny Cage like spinning his stick, and you have to hit it through his legs and not hit the stick like a windmill.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Look at that. That almost looks real. Where were they film this at? India?
Honestly, it's probably like Fort Lauderdale.
Okay, so is the tournament starting now?
Yes, this tournament is starting. This is the first match of the tournament. I will say this. Every single person in this movie got in ridiculous shape.
I don't know if you guys already said this while I was gone, but don't you feel like this is Keegan-Michael Key making a joke of this movie, the guy he's fighting?
Yes.
Sylvester How Dunkachud. Here to fight Liu Kang.
So what do you think Liu Kang told his employer back in Chicago? Like, because you can't tell him, like, dude, I need 3 weeks off. I'm going to another... I might not ever come back. I might die, but I'm going to another dimension to save Earth.
Just tell him that you auditioned for Survivor and got picked, and he's going on Survivor for 6 weeks.
Is Survivor a thing in 95?
Probably not. But you know what would work, Banner, that you could always do is just say it's a religious holiday for you. No one's going to question that.
They can't legally.
Yeah, there you go.
See, you can't say this choreography isn't good.
But here's my other problem.
It is.
If we're talking game purists, like, there's no sticks in the game. Why are they ever fighting with these?
I'm not a game purist, so I'm fine.
Actually, if you want to do like Christopher Nolan on this, you could make this realistic and just have a bunch of like lowlives all across the world that come and fight for a big money purse. You just have to take away some of their powers.
So the one coming out in January of 2021, we're recording this in July of 2020, so you might be listening to this like a week before it comes out. But
Yeah.
Justin Lin is.
And let us know how. Hopefully, coronavirus will be done by then.
Yeah, hopefully you're at a fucking movie theater.
Yeah.
But Justin Lin, who did, he's done a lot of things, but True Detective season 2, he's doing the movie.
That's not a good, like, if you want people to go see it, that's not what you tell them that he did.
People said True Detective season 2 was just too dark. So maybe he'll take, I haven't seen anyone in the cast, but look at this fucking Geiger. That I am getting a My Mom in 1994 vibe from Liu Kang's hair.
Still perfect. So he's gonna kill him because he failed.
Yeah, there's no tolerance for that.
This is honestly the same thing that Japanese Little League teams do to their players that they don't know. They don't put up with this shit, Jeff.
They let him do the handshake line. They get the orange slices, and then the league commissioner sucks the soul out of the 8-year-old boys.
He turned blue. It's fucking nuts.
He's a frost giant, actually. I think that's why that happened. Now, this villa you just saw, again, Matt, here, we're just another fight. We just go fight to fight now. It doesn't make any fucking sense for the rest of the movie. You can rent Airbnbs on this island. They're not cheap, but...
That's awesome.
It's worth it.
Now, Shang Tsung, like, somehow is already at the next fight on the beach. God,
Sonya Blade is fucking hot as hell.
Yeah, good job, Pete Sampras.
I'm not buying that she can fight, though.
Before you brought up Pete Sampras, Jeff, I almost forgot that he was even a living human. And I haven't heard his name since probably 1998.
Yeah. He was the best tennis player in the world for probably 5-6 years, right?
Oh, yeah.
Him
so
and
who's
Agassi
this guy going to be recast?
I was going to say, him and Agassi
well,
went
that's what I
at
was
it
saying,
for
Chris
years.
Hemsworth. I mean, Hemsworth wouldn't do it again, but Liam get Liam.
If there is a movie that they put an actual MMA fighter in, it's this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This... I think Ronda Rousey would be Sonya Blade, actually.
But this guy's still fighting in his work dress pants. He's like, I'm going to have a little bit of class.
Jeff, this guy looks like the dude from Fast. Is that
Vince?
Yeah. Vince could play this guy.
I love how they never explain why one of his eyes is a robot eye. Like, is he all a robot underneath that, or did he just lose the eye and they replaced it?
I think it's just just the eye.
I feel like it would be really hard to fight on sand like this. Like, your feet movement wouldn't be as good, right?
But what if you had dress pants on? Then would that make it easier?
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Why does he have dress pants? Like, this guy wasn't in a all-staff meeting before this.
Why is his belt not through any loops?
And also, they're missing their kick and punch by about 8 inches. You can kind of tell.
Wow, you're really nice, because it's a lot more than 8.
Oh, no.
So was this supposed to be in the same venue?
Hope she wasn't pregnant.
No shit. That'd get you 10 weeks nowadays.
Well, hang on until the video got released.
Well, we're watching the video right now.
Yeah, but let's pretend we're just the NFL. They'd have to wait for it to be released to the public.
You want to kick her ass, but how do you not pop a boner?
I know, right? He's like, so how serious are you and Pete Sampras? She's like, well, I took his last name and hyphenated it with mine. So it's like kind of casual.
So she's a model, I guess you said at first?
Yeah, I think Billy Madison was actually like her first acting role. Which, it was kind of funny because let's assume studios are like, again, now we just cut to the next fight. So I was telling you,
this is the one I watched on YouTube with him and Scorpion. He's like, get over here.
Where they fight at like a frisbee golf course.
This is actually, first off, when I saw this, I thought it was basically a scene from a Kroger when someone saw someone without a mask and they just decided to try to kill him.
Yeah.
But then I realized it's from 1995 Mortal Kombat. Look at the contacts they have in his eyes. That's sick.
Dude, I remember watching this scene in theaters as a kid being like, these graphics are mind-blowing. We will never get better visual effects than this.
Might as well just fucking,
pack it up.
Yeah, pack it up now. The only thing is, I do remember. So his scorpion thing, like it wasn't like alive like it is right now. I guess is
Yeah, in the comics, it was just like it almost looked like he threw a rope at you.
Yeah.
And pulled you over. And of course, his "get over here" is like kind of iconic. It's stood the test of time.
But would you say Mortal Kombat, maybe, I can't remember what came first, this or Street Fighter, but that was like the first type of arcade game when like one guy was on one side, one guy was on the other? Because if you went to like Walmart or anything as a kid, like even Marvel games, everything was that type of arcade game.
Right.
Where people would get flown in from the top of the screen down and they'd be like, fight! And then you just do it and then fought to the death.
This is where Johnny Cage is like, all right, now the shrooms kicked in.
Yeah, been here. This
looks like a bad haunted house.
The trip just got a little bad here. Like, I'm not freaking out yet. But,
it's not ideal.
Yeah.
But no
this
one.
is where you just got to take deep breaths and say, I'm in control.
There's still time to turn this around.
Yep. I can turn this. I can get back to the forest real quick. Then you turn around and see this guy. You're like, okay.
This scene right here, Jeff, and I don't know if you agree or disagree, but this reminds me a lot of the video game in the choreography and how it's filmed. Very linear, not a lot of circling each other, just mono e mono.
Because right here you feel like they can only go left to right, basically.
Right.
And I'm it's just a lot of mono fights. I'm kind of liking this part of the movie here.
Well, this is like the next. This is pretty much the rest.
Yeah, this is the rest of the movie. So you're
buckle up, Geiger, because that's all.
They'll just cut to another fight after that. No, there's a couple scenes where Raiden talks for like a minute, and then they just cut to another fight again. Lest you forget, Scorpion has lived his whole life to fight in Mortal Kombat, and Johnny Cage is a paid actor who has a stunt double.
True.
But he's holding his own. This would be, what would the equivalent be of, who would Scorpion be fighting right now in 2020? Like what actor? Jason Statham, basically?
Yeah.
Or no, like Vin Diesel, who hasn't lifted a weight like since 2004.
I mean, The Rock is probably our biggest action hero.
Right, but I mean...
Yeah, but he's Goro already.
I was going to say, but The Rock could actually probably kick the shit out of someone. I don't think...
I mean, I think Ryan Reynolds would be a good...
I feel like Ryan Reynolds would have to be like a Sub-Zero or Scorpio that can talk.
We already tried this. We already tried the Ryan Reynolds with weird eyes that can't... We already tried it in X-Men Origins. Just leave it alone.
What was wrong with X-Men?
I don't understand the problem.
Don't fuck with perfection. You didn't let me finish. It ain't broke, don't fix
it. If it ain't broke, don't fucking touch it. Jesus. Dude, as a kid, I wanted to be able to do that kickflip move so bad.
How many times did you land on your head at the jungle gym?
Well, I wasn't able to figure out that you actually have to like whip your body, so I would just slam my legs on the ground.
I always wanted to be laying flat on my back and be able to kick myself up into a standing position, like Shawn Michaels and Luke Cage just did it.
I used to be able to do that.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh, okay.
I thought you meant like flipping up onto the.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was like, Jeff, you could never do that.
But you don't have the heart to tell me, like, dude. I mean, you could try. You'll just get paralyzed. I would keep the mask on. He looks like Joan Rivers. Dude, how many fucking powers does Scorpion have in this? He can teleport. He's got the rope. Now he has fire breath.
Was it from the game? Did you ever see their like skeleton shit?
Maybe if like you did a fatality to them, but oh, this is just great.
There we go.
Oh,
so can they die?
Yeah, if you're in Mortal Kombat, you have to be able to die.
Okay, so on the next movies, like, we're not going to have any of these people? Like, we're not going to have Scorpion in the next movie?
By the next movie, do you mean Annihilation or the one in 2021?
I mean, I know the one in 2021 doesn't connect to this. I'm talking about the shitty one that you said was... I mean, they're going to kill off pretty much all the cool people.
Yeah, but there's a ton more characters they bring in. There's a guy named Smoke who looks like Scorpion in them. He's just gray, and he shoots smoke out. There's like 15 guys who look like that.
I know. They're like, there's...
Isn't there a purple one, too?
They're just different
colors. Hey, next fight. Just another fight scene that we just cut. It's literally like, what is happening?
He's like, oh, cool. Since I won, do I get to have sex with this chick? No, you got to fight her. Like, oh.
I mean, it can be slightly erotic though. All right, hey, as long as you're cool with that. Let's be honest though.
I want to apologize to every Cinemax porno that I compare this to. You're directed way better. I'm sorry. Apologize.
The guy who did Red Shoe Diaries is at home like, thank you, God.
It's about time I get the recognition I deserve.
This chick is terrible. She kind of even did like the one under. This just looks like a sparring session. This is great.
Is this Michelle Rodriguez? If we're casting it.
Oh, it's gotta be.
Yes.
Geiger said that like you're
or
so
the
disappointed.
the chick from Baby Driver, what's her name? She's really hot. I love when people are like, "You're holding back." What if the guy was like, "You're being a dick"? No, I'm going like maximum effort here. Yeah, he let her down easy.
He just starts making out with her, and they just have sex on the sand.
So can she not die?
No, she can die. No, that's right. Is he just testing her?
I don't know.
I know Liu Kang.
So that's how it ends?
Yeah. What more do you need, man?
Yeah. I don't. What's the problem?
God, this is awesome.
What is this guy doing?
What's going on now?
Why do we have 2 buckets and a Malcolm X mural painted on the floor? He's like, I'm supposed to buff this out, but they only pay me fucking $8.50 an hour.
He's in something else too. I just can't fucking think of it. I think.
What? Meaning of the Jedi. You know what was also so 90s was those tanks where like the cut down the middle almost went down to your belly button or like your dick even.
It's like a spaghetti strap almost.
Basically. You would see those at like Gold's Gym and they were made by Champion, I think.
Yep.
All right, so here we go again. What's this 7 fights in a row banner where we just cut to a fight with 0?
I'm not mad about it though. Although they didn't do like their start to the fight here, so is this even a real fight?
That's a great question. The way the smoke and the stairs set up, it looks like the entrance to laser tag where the guy like explains the rules to you.
Yep, it does. That was a cool move. The flip up, the kick, and then back to your feet.
A little 2-for-1 right there.
Yeah. That was one thing. Sub-Zero could always jump really well in the game.
Yeah, that was a big advantage. So
that was like the one control I knew how to do was jump.
Is there any like Mortal Kombat rules against using powers? Like, are they technically breaking the rules, or is it cool?
I don't know. I think it's cool. That was clearly a springboard that they jumped off of.
Come on, Banner.
They didn't even like paint it a different color. You could see the fucking mat tape.
This is the big fight.
I was gonna say we believe
this is one I paid for.
We believe this is the pay-per-view of Sub-Zero versus Liu Kang. We believe this is 6 or 7 straight scenes that are just a fight with 0 explanation.
This looks like he's either trying to come or take a shit, but there's not really a difference between
probably
the two.
Both at the same time.
Well, something's about to happen, so get ready.
I would love to take a shit and come at the same time. That sounds really relaxing.
It's two of my favorite things to do.
Economical with your time. Geiger, I'm drinking these Corona Premiers. They're incredible.
Those fuck, man. I've got a 6-pack of those in the fridge.
I'm still a Corona Light fan. That's like one of my favorite beers.
Oh, sorry.
Great. It's one of my favorite beers to drink a lot of if I'm going to drink a ton.
Yeah, that's why I got the Premiers tonight.
There we go.
The bucket swing.
I'm drinking a New Belgium 1985 IPA, which is fucking really good.
Oh, taste of your own medicine, huh? Fuck you, Dad.
Nice to meet you.
Freeze in hell, Batman.
God, what... This movie does need an ice pun. Okay, this guy's looking a little worse each time I see him. think I
Doesn't get any better.
My last fun fact is a Goro one, but I don't think... I'm going to save it till he fights, which is coming up here at dinner.
What are all these guys? Because they're just like coming out of nowhere.
That guy was way out of shape to be in Mortal Kombat. These are dudes from, I don't know, some other dimension or some shit.
They're dropping like flies.
There's a ton of them.
Yeah, these are like the mid-majors that like ran up against.
They won their conference, so they're the 16 play-in game.
Yeah, you're like 15 and 14 in the regular season, and now you...
Dude,
Right,
they
so
should sell tickets to this. Like, dude, we'd do a live broadcast from this, wouldn't we? Just be drunker and shit in the front row.
100%.
Problem with that is halfway through the broadcast, one of us would try and get in there to fight him.
Yeah, we would.
Wait, Sonya Blade's up?
I'd be
Geiger's like,
talking shit to one of them.
Geiger's like, I'll fight Sonya Blade if she does the leg lock move.
Yeah, just fucking.
Like, wait, hey, get in
suffocate my
line,
neck
bro.
with your legs.
All right, I'll give you my last fun fact of the night. So Goro featured here. Thank you, Geiger. And his wife Shiva, who I believe shows up in the sequel, who also has 4 arms. All of Goro's scenes were filmed in a Los Angeles studio. He was an animatronic, so the animatronic that was used to portray him had to be operated by 13 to 16 people, and it frequently broke down, causing large delays in production. It could not be brought on set in Thailand out of fear that it would cause even more trouble. The fight scenes involving Goro, the crew had to create a soundstage with ponds and water, but were quickly removed to prevent Goro from falling in the water and accidentally short-circuiting. Again, this thing is just, it looks like a fucking nightmare to operate.
Yeah.
13 people on this thing.
I'm surprised it doesn't have a cord coming out of the back of him.
But couldn't you have done like a guy in a costume and just somehow made it like dudes with puppeteering like the other 2 arms?
I was gonna say just have him wear like a backpack thing with the top part on him, and animatronic that, and make him do the footwork and the lower arms.
I don't remember this guy at all from Mortal Kombat.
He's the final boss.
Okay.
He does look like he's been out in the sun way too long. But also, like, they have to make him tough, but he can't move. So, like, all the shots are, like, so close that you can't even see anything.
He reminds me of The Rock in Scorpion King.
That's
remember that?
No, that's perfect. That's actually why I was thinking The Rock would play him.
It would suck to have 4 arms, dude, if you want to be that in shape. That's, like, double the work.
But, dude, think about this. Based on where... Oh, that's sad. That guy died. The second set of arms... Geiger, if you were to do like quote unquote bench press with that, would that work your abs? Probably, right?
I mean, I guess you could do shoulder press with the higher ones and then curls with the lower ones or something. I don't know.
We would figure it out. Sonya Blade met this guy 36 hours ago. She's devastated that he's dead.
Well, yeah, they bonded.
Well, that's just women for you. You know, they're just too
Sonya
sensitive
Blade's
for
like,
Mortal
no.
Kombat.
He's like, didn't you just kill someone though in your last fight? Well, yeah, I did, but what's that have to do with anything?
Elizabeth Banks should do an all-woman Mortal Kombat. Let's just keep sending her terrible ideas.
She'd be like, okay, but if I make it, will you go see it? You're like, well, no.
No,
I didn't go see the first one.
I never made that promise.
So he gets their soul.
Yeah, that part I never understood.
So I think like his power, instead of like, Sub-Zero can shoot an ice ball, I think his power is he has the soul of 1,000 warriors fight for him.
It's kind of bullshit, though. That'd be like David Stern every time like a team loses in the playoffs. He gets to suck up their energy. Like, you don't get to benefit from this.
He did that, though.
Oh, that's right. That's why they replaced him with Adam Silver.
Right.
All right, Geiger, this might be the last talking scene we have, and then we're just fighting again.
Do you think the Kraven guy even really gives a fuck? He's like, dude, listen, I'm going to Mexico next weekend with my girlfriend, so... I really don't care if you guys win or lose. Be nice if you won.
Caitlin has finals this week. She's in college. And then after that, we are going to fucking Cabo. So it'd be awesome if you guys won. But if not, I'm not going to. I wish he had like a yardstick margarita and like fucking sunglasses on right now. And he's like, look, I'm not going to stress about it. Okay? If we win, that's awesome. I make a little bit of scratch for the trip.
That's cool too. Because guess what? I mean, right as as sure as death and taxes, there's going to be another Mortal Kombat in the next 1,000 years, so we can just take over Earth then, you know?
And I'm talking about. Plus, honestly, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me. I don't even fucking live on Earth, so no skin off my back. I have a timeshare there. Sure, that'll lose a little bit of value, but that's about it.
But that's fine. I'll Airbnb it out. I'll make my money back.
I bet he's pretty excited when he read. He's like, "Oh, I gotta lick Sonya Blade's ear." No, just whisper in it.
Yeah, but I feel like my character would lick the ear.
Yeah, Raiden's more of a licker.
I'm going full meta here or method here, and I would lick the ear.
He's meta and method all at the same time.
So we might not know this, but if you do, comment below. So did he actually kill Liu Kang's brother in the video game? Like, there wasn't that much backstory in the video game at all.
I don't think there was any story.
You're giving the game way.
I'm trying to remember.
Geiger, literally, the game you turn it on, it says pick your dude, and then you just start fighting.
That's what I figured, because nowadays, though, games like Grand Theft Auto, after you finish a level, it shows like 5 minutes of backstory or something.
There's like a cutscene.
Yeah.
No, the cutscene in Mortal Kombat, it said loading on it.
That was all the expert. Mortal Kombat, you turn it on, it literally says select your person, and then you just start fighting someone. That's all that happens.
So, wait, his brother, how did he find his brother and kill his brother? Was his brother in a Mortal Kombat?
No, I think his brother just, again, did his chores wrong. He didn't wash the dishes correctly.
I wish I was just by the, like, I always thought I'd just, wake up every morning and just get, even if I live by the ocean, though, Banner, I'd rather just sleep in.
Oh, yeah. It'd be hard not to. You hear the waves crashing in. It's like white noise. You just can't wake up after that. So did Johnny hit that?
I think Johnny's like, listen, instead of fighting, why don't we just have sex? And then what? I don't know.
You make me a sandwich?
Yeah, Johnny's got to think like, all right, is there any version of this where we're like, in any way, shape, or form, trapped for eternity? Because this is going to get awkward if we actually hook up. I mean, she's not even my type.
He's like, look, I need to walk away because I don't want to hook up with you, because if we end up in eternity, you're not wife material. I'm sorry.
Sonya Blade is wife material.
But Johnny Cage isn't.
Yeah, Johnny Cage isn't husband material.
Money,
that's the problem.
He's probably got money, though, being an actor.
I'm sure.
See, this is what... Okay, he just walked away from the beach, and then it cuts to him... Like, what is it? What kind of editing is this?
This is just jump cuts. Just like in the middle of the fight, he was just holding the woman. He's like, "Okay, it's over. We're going to the next thing."
Well, Horns, obviously we're not watching the 6-hour director's cut.
God, I wish. That's when the story really makes sense.
Zack Snyder's at home like, fucking release it, bro.
Yeah, like, what are you setting on it for?
Yeah.
Give the people what they want. Actually, you know what the people wanted? They wanted to pay their money in the theater and see the whole story.
Yeah, if there was a better movie, why didn't we see that one when I paid you?
Yeah, when I paid $25 fucking to see it on opening weekend in 3D.
God, Raiden is like, look, I know it looks like I'm always in my pajamas, but this is my work outfit, okay?
Raiden has the most kick-ass job ever, dude.
It's pretty sweet. Well, like, what is this job? He has to get 3 people every... Good. He has to recruit 3 people every 1,800 years. I could fucking handle that. And one of them he got is an actor.
No shit. The one he just kind of mailed in, like Jerry Jones on a 5th round pick when he's drunk and shit. Just pick someone from Arkansas. I don't know.
And he only brought Sonya Blade so he could whisper sweet nothings into her ear.
Yeah, it's like, this chick is hot.
Why else
honestly not even a top 100 chick fighter, but God, she's hot. So we're going to bring her.
What's Raiden's boss like? You think he's... Hey, Raiden, just give me updates from Mortal Kombat. Hey, listen, Craig. His boss name is Craig here. We're doing great. We're doing really good. No one's died yet, not even the actor. So, although he does have to fight Goro soon, so that'll probably be the end of that. I feel so bad for the 13 to 16 people that had to animate Goro. Can you imagine on set this day? Takes fucking 12 hours to get like 30 seconds of the movie, and half
God,
the
that
people
would
there are
suck.
like, and everyone there is like, this movie is gonna fucking suck anyway. Why are we doing this?
And they're like, I mean, he's one of the most important characters, though, so you got to do it.
Oh, you don't break his sunglasses, bro.
Them's his fighting words.
Wow. So who's boss? Is the forearm guy his boss?
I think Shang Tsung and Raiden like each have entered like all their people in the tournament, and I don't know exactly where Raiden gets his from aside Earth, but his are like the human-looking people.
But
and then
somehow
Shang-
Raiden can't fight, but Johnny Tsunami's grandpa can.
So he punches Goro in the balls. Is that what we
Does
just
Goro
did?
have 4 balls?
Ooh, good question.
However many he had, he just hit every one of them.
He's in a lot of pain right now. I'm curious why he went with a punch and not a kick. I feel like a kick you would get more to it. That is terrible.
Maybe he wanted to feel the balls with his hand. God, the animatronics are rough. Yeah.
It's so bad.
How much coke have these guys in the background done before this fight?
About as much.
Compare
steroid.
this to something. I've never seen anything like this in a movie.
That's a great way of describing it.
Like, I can't even sarcastically compare it to anything.
It's Mortal Kombat. That's it. You know.
I still think Mario Brothers is worse, though. And I have literally not seen that movie since I was 6.
If I remember Mario Brothers, I think so. One thing you can say about Mortal Kombat, Banner, I think you'll agree, it's not good, but it at least feels like the video game.
I'm enjoying myself.
But Mario Brothers never feels like Mario Brothers.
No, it's almost just like a trip.
Mario
movie.
Brothers tries really hard to actually have a story. This isn't trying to have a story. They're just giving us something to get us from one fight to another.
And also Mario Brothers, if I remember right, it takes forever getting in. It's like 35 minutes before it even gets like they go to whatever the fucking world is. Oh, this is great.
It's kind of a weak way for Goro to die. Just saying.
Is he dead though? Like, I mean, no one's seen him die.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, there's just because there isn't a body.
Geiger, it's not.
That's Game of Thrones rule though, Banner. If you've never seen them die, they're not really dead.
I can't remember what.
It's like 25 years too early for that rule to apply.
This feels oddly motivated by you wanting to fuck Sonya Blade.
No. Come on. I got a wife at home in another dimension.
And things are great or fine with us. They're okay with us.
All right, so we got a 2-man scramble here. Who are the teams and who's winning?
For all of Mortal Kombat?
All of Mortal Kombat.
So, yeah, because Johnny Cage just won, but so did he kind of fuck the rules by, like, stealing her?
Yeah, so apparently I don't understand this part, but Shang Tsung gets to challenge one person that would be like Dana White being like, I get to fight someone. And he picks Sonya Blade.
Not weird at all.
Yeah, so I don't really understand that.
Picks the only female here.
But the
Miss the 90s, what the hell?
Earth Dimension is in good shape. I think Reptile is probably the only one left, right? From Shang Tsung's team.
Sub-Zero dead. Scorpion dead.
Scorpion's dead.
Scorpion's dead. Goro's dead.
That's pretty much it.
There's no really pressure point in this movie then. All the good guys are alive. Pretty much all the bad guys are dead.
Yeah, Reptile's basically got to win out.
Which, if there's anybody that can, it's him.
And this is where the Reptile Liu Kang, is it Liu Kang or Johnny Cage that he fights?
I think it's Liu Kang.
Okay, the CGI there is some of the worst I've ever seen.
It's not great. It's not.
I've already said this is the worst I've ever seen 3 times in this movie, and you said it's going to get worse?
You thought Ivan Ooze was bad? Check out our Power Rangers movie commentary. Fucking, we're about to top that right here.
The thing about this movie though is it still feels like a video game. I think that's the most important thing. Is that
right?
I don't think they were trying to make this feel like a movie. They were trying to make it a movie feel like a video game, and I call it a success.
Yeah, I mean, as a '90s kid, like if you let's say I was like when did this come out? '95. So
95. Yeah.
I would have been like 8. I love the game. I go watch it. It doesn't make sense, but it's just fighting with the characters that I know. I probably would have liked this as an 8-year-old.
The one thing that Netflix doesn't do that I really wish they would is I wish they'd have comments like on YouTube.
Damn.
So you could see people comment on this movie and stuff. I mean, it'd be good for us because the Broforce Squad would be like, hey, man, we did a commentary on it. Check it out. But just, I would like to hear what people are saying about this.
God, suggestion box.
Geiger, I hate when you have an idea that I'm like, fuck, that's really genius. But that isn't really fucking genius.
I know they do the trending thing, but I'd also like to see views where
make it interactive, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see views where I'm like, man, no one has really watched
There
this
are sometimes though on that trending thing that I'm like, there's no fucking way that's trending.
But even that is like brand new, right? That's like
I don't know what trending means. I don't know if that's the most views or the most views in the last couple hours or what. I
guarantee you though, it's for sale. Like if you wanted to. Okay, Geiger. So here's where Reptile just becomes looking like Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
You guys want to know how much money this movie made?
I know it made $23 million opening weekend.
It was $122 million on an $18 million budget.
Because it's just kids like us, like, oh, I know Mortal Kombat. Let's go see it. Our poor fucking parents, Jesus.
How many bad movies did our parents have to see growing up?
All of them. I mean, it'd be this, it'd be Mario Brothers, it'd be Street Fighter.
Batman and
Wasn't there there was a Captain America movie that was absolutely fucking god-awful terrible, too.
I feel like that was just a made-for-TV movie, though.
Was it? Okay. It was absolutely fucking god-awful.
I think there was I think there was an Avengers one also, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it was the British spy team, the Avengers.
That's right.
Ray Fiennes was in it.
It was Swamp Thing. I think those were made for TV.
I'm sure there was a lot of. That's back though, and Geiger, you've talked about this a lot. When and as an actor, if you did TV, it was like, oh shit, is your career ending?
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's fucking nice, man. You got TV.
These fight choreography though, Banner, you're right, they are pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're directing Mortal Kombat though, as far as I'm concerned, that's really all you got to get right.
Oh, for sure.
If you're Reptile, why wouldn't you just stay as the camouflaged dragon with ice breath? Why would you?
I think that's against the rules.
Why
it's against the rules.
There's rules now. Didn't Shang Tsung just take Sonya Blade?
Shang Tsung is me tooing Sonya Blade. Right? I think the rules are out the window, Banner.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no rules.
Tim Donaghy would show up and be like, I don't see anything wrong with this.
They're on a different planet. That's not a thing here.
Dude, this movie has some awesome jump off the wall kicks.
Yeah, I'd agree.
That's a fucking cool move. That hurt my ribs watching that.
Oh, this is when we get his famous, his special move.
Liu Kang's?
Yeah.
See, the problem is all the protagonists in this movie, you never played as in the game because they were the lamest ones.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome.
Fuck yeah.
They just put them on a hanger, right? Like they have those cords in the air.
On. That's actual flips, dude. And then for some reason there's worms in him.
Well, yeah, because lizards eat worms. Duh.
That's right. And they don't digest anything, I guess.
For the 90s, though, some of these guys got in some pretty good shape.
It's sad that we have to say that. Why were they expected to not be in shape in the 90s?
So are they gonna fuck or what? I don't.
How does Liu Kang gonna tell her Katana, I'm gay? You look great. That's not it.
Not 95.
If
no
there's
gay in 95.
If you can't come out in Mortal Kombat dimension, then where can you come out at? You know.
San Francisco.
Would it be fun if like someone was like, yeah, this dimension kind of looks down on, same-sex stuff, so you can just stay in the closet till we get back.
It's like, what? I thought they were so progressive and stuff. I mean, like, Goro was here. Yeah. I thought that too. We're not. So what did Johnny Cage do that whole fight? He just like fucking sat in the parking lot and like wrote poetry?
I masturbated to Sonya Blade's picture. Her panties that he stole from her room. I don't fucking know.
He's like sniffing them and then katana. If she's 10,000 years old, I mean, I'll fucking rob the grave,
Yeah, that's fine with me. I bet she knows some things.
I think the only two movies this actress was ever in are this and Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Look at these graphics. Fuck.
What more do you need to be in? There we go. Sonya, man, that's like her slave Leia outfit.
Good God.
Oh, yeah, this is like Jasmine at the end of Aladdin when she's in
Should we take another 15-minute Broford masturbation break like we've done before in movies?
What are you going to do with the other 14 and a half minutes?
Make a hot pocket.
Make a hot pocket. I like to use the toaster oven because it gets crispy on the outside, so I need the extra time. There's like an eyes wide shut situation here with the robes. Sex cult.
Who would have thought that the hot chick was going to be used as a hostage into this? I love the 90s. It's awesome.
It's crazy.
It's considered sexist now.
When she took the role, she was like, but I'm not just going to be some sex object, am I? The director's like, oh, are you kidding? I have so many big things planned for Sonya Blade. It's actually going to kind of blow your mind.
You killed the guy from New Zealand, okay?
So on Sonya, in this scene, you get your ear licked, and in the next scene, you're going to get captured. We're going to tease your hair, and you're going to look really hot, okay?
And take your shoes off, because some people, not me, definitely not me, have a thing for feet, okay? It's weird because you said definitely not me 3 times.
Oh, so this is important. He challenged her to a fight, but she has to accept it. And since she hasn't accepted it, it can't happen. Them's the rules.
Why is she chained up, though?
He also challenged her to a date, too, which she hasn't quite accepted either.
I challenge you to dinner and drinks. What? Where's that in the rule book?
And we can go to date. If the thing goes well, we'll listen to records at my apartment.
It's a long rule book, Sonya. We could show it to you. It's way in the back. It's not.
So you run your own dimension and you still rent? Yeah, I mean, fuck. You seen property taxes around here?
My roommate's in Cincinnati this weekend on a business trip, so we have the place all to ourselves. Wait, so you have a roommate? You can't even pay rent on your own?
What's he doing in Cincinnati?
It's some tech convention.
What a Star Wars look this is. They're dressed as the henchmen the whole time.
How did they go from fucking reptile dimension again? This movie, they just fucking literally transport characters to wherever they need them.
Jeff, if you have to ask, it's because you don't understand. And you just gonna let her unchain him? Like, I don't. God damn it!
I love this dude. Again,
so he just wants to fight everybody.
He's got issues, man. Especially women. He's trying to fight all the women.
He just said, I want to fight Johnny Cage.
Calling him out.
We know who you are, bro. Kung Lao, isn't that where Iron Fist is from?
Kung Lao, yeah.
Probably connects.
The guy who plays Shang Tsung does some incredible nose acting.
Danny Rand trained under Liu
I've
Kang.
literally never seen a nose like that, ever.
I did, in the beaches of Hawaii.
Hawaii! Oh, God, you remember that South Park? Where Randy gets the timeshare in Hawaii. Hawaii!
He talks like Pauly Shore the whole time.
So Sonya Blade is basically they took her back, and now he's gonna fight him to the death. Which, why are you bowing to the guy that killed your brother?
Don't you love how he's fighting in just a vest? Just a vest. Hey, look, if this organization or this meetup here turns formal real quick, I'm already dressed for
It's like a cummerbund.
Exactly.
Has Liu Kang won then? Or, I mean, he doesn't fight his people, does he?
Yeah, Geiger, the problem here is it would be like we got to the Elite Eight, and then all of a sudden North Carolina's like, hey, we just challenge Michigan State. And you're like, well, no, but they're on the opposite side of the
It's kind of like
bracket.
a tag team.
Okay.
It doesn't really make sense anymore. Virginia Commonwealth challenges Duke. But no, that's not. They're on the other side.
Can't you see our parents just like in the movies, just like, what the hell is this fucking thing? It makes no goddamn sense. And we're just over there being like, yeah, this is awesome.
Well, you know what, Geiger, it's interesting that you pointed out at like the 30-minute mark. You were like, there's no fighting. Because they actually kind of had a story up till that point. Now, granted, it was boring and nothing.
There was potential, though.
But then it's literally just...
They tried.
Geiger, wouldn't you say since then it's been basically just all fighting?
Yeah, pretty
and
much.
Nothing has made any sense. Like, characters just show up at the next fight. This is like, I'm Mormon. I don't know if I told anyone that. Well, that doesn't matter. We're fine with it.
Guys, there's a lot of showing us, not telling us going on here.
So is he busting out like his other spirits or something?
Yeah, these are all
not fair.
The dead soul warriors. That's his power, man. Liu Kang can do the kick thing.
This is the drunk tank at the Mortal Kombat jail, and they're like, hey, a couple of you guys that are shit-faced, you can just come on out. Burn some energy here.
There's a Dothraki.
Jeff doesn't know what that is.
Yeah.
Totally, I do. Jason Momoa, I get it.
So was this in the game when you fought him? He'd have like 8 other guys fight you too.
No,
I don't think so. Do you ever fight him in the game? I don't remember him being.
I know you can play with Raiden. I don't know if you can play with Shang Tsung. I think
because Raiden's like special power was
lightning.
Like you. It was lightning in his hat, and you threw it or something, right?
Yeah, and then also there's a cheat code, Geiger, you'll love this, in NFL Blitz. You can enter like before the game, where all of your players have Raiden hats on instead of helmets.
Yeah, and Raiden's hats kind of like the Japanese kind of look like a.
It's a Japanese sombrero.
Yeah, when you work
like
in a rice
paddy, tiki torch like hat thing.
Well, that was easy. One of those dudes just passed out.
Yeah, a little too easy.
A little too Raph. He's like, I walked up these stairs. Aren't you impressed?
Guys, we have to give these actors credit, though. They're really trying, and they know it's not good.
Do you ever think there's a day, though, that you show up and you're like, I get that I'm a professional actor, but my job today is to say whatever their fucking lines are. Like, that's what like, some people go into an office and they make calls. Today I'm going to say, Liu Kang, you will die.
Liu Kang, actually, the actor, is not that bad in this.
No, he's fine.
He's like fighting as his brother.
How would you fall for this? Like, you literally saw him.
You saw him turn into him.
You just were the guy I wanted to kill. Yeah, it's weird, I know. So how's mom? I don't know. She's still drunk. Oh.
Piddles around the house. You know how she is. She's on Pinterest now, so.
She
actually posts some pretty baller fucking recipes, though.
Yeah, she had one for a mushroom risotto. You should try. It's gluten-free, which I know. Wait, you're Shang Tsung!
This is bullshit. I'm not falling for this.
No, really,
Mom hates risotto.
I want the recipe. You can see where this is setting up. I have one of these in my house. When someone says, like, they don't like the mixed drink I made them, I just clap my hands and the spikes come out in my fucking living room.
Do you think any adult with a kid at this point in the theater was like, is any of this in the game? He's like, no, he didn't have a brother. It was like, I think they just like fought each other. There's like nothing of this in the game.
I think a parenting life hack, and both of you guys will probably figure this out soon. If you go to a movie and it's just like such dog shit, you can just be like, oh, this is inappropriate for you. And they'll be like, what? What the fuck is in it?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that when I just dropped $40 to go to the movies.
You're like, well, I mean, we'll finish the popcorn, obviously.
I think our kids will be smart enough to be like, well, they capture Sonya Blade and then tease her hair and chain her up. I'm like, okay, so what time does the show start?
I'm going to go in the lobby and make some phone calls.
Yeah. It's not like I'm masturbating in the bathroom or anything, so don't come check on me.
You think they have a lotion or just hand soap? What? That's a stupid question. I'll figure it out.
It's fine.
Sanitizer will work. Killing two birds with one stone, if you know what I mean.
It's kind of crazy. Liu Kang is in such good shape, but he also doesn't have abs. There's a chosen one. Again, I love when the plot develops itself in the last 8 minutes.
Uh-oh. He's losing his spirits, Jeff.
I think we got to say, what I would love, this would be a fun game. Everyone after the movie, write down on your own piece of paper what you think Shang Tsung's powers are. We're all going to come up with a different fucking answer. No one will know what the fuck he can do.
That's why he loses.
Geiger
One
just
person puts
wrote
rape. Like rape
Geiger
the
just
power?
wrote
Like that's
Geiger, that's not really a power. Well, that's all I saw him do, guys.
well, I mean,
I call it like I see it, like I said. So I guess, again, if you put a gun to my head and you said, who is the main character in this movie, Banner, would you say Liu Kang?
I think so.
yeah.
Because this seems to be the plot line they want us to get behind.
Because I don't think he's the main. Because this was a video game, not a comic book. So comic books have so many different story arcs. You can go with a ton of things. But I mean, there's really no star in Mortal Kombat. There's just a bunch of guys that fight each other.
It's whoever the fuck you pick to play as, basically.
But since
And
Liu
nobody
Kang was a
picked Liu
human,
Kang.
I guess they made him the star.
No, again, no one picked Sonya Blade, Johnny Cage, or Liu Kang. You picked the people you could actually do cool fucking moves with. Okay, I don't think he does that in the game. At least if he does, I've never mashed the right buttons.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what buttons do what.
And this is on Sega, right?
Yes. Originally, yeah. But now it's on everything. I think PlayStation has it.
Yeah, but the original game was on. It had to have been on Sega because that was the only game.
Yeah, it was either Sega or Genesis.
I think
Same thing. Sega Genesis. It's the Sega.
What was the other one then? With the
Super
white
Nintendo?
No, it was the next generation Sega.
GameCube?
Dreamcast?
Maybe it was Dreamcast.
Dreamcast.
It was on Sega, I'm pretty sure.
Now,
I mean, most of this
all
was
the
an
Jedi
arcade game. It was more for arcades, I think, is where it came out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think an older generation it was an arcades, but for us it was the video game.
Midway made this, who did, of course, Blitz. And they
so,
were
does this connect to Get Out, where all these guys just in the Phantom Zone?
Yeah, this is where the mom from 40-Year-Old Virgin gives you the tea.
Yeah.
And puts you to sleep. This is also Kino, who delivers the pizza in Secret of the Ooze. It's, again, all connected.
I don't think that's true. I think you're racist. It just looks like the guy in Kino.
What? What race are they? I don't even know. All right, I'm going to pee before this thing wraps up. I hate to walk away as the... God, it's getting really good now.
This is why we watch the movies.
This dude is extremely tan for... I think he's Asian.
Yeah, I'd say from Thailand maybe. The Philippines. So we're back on Earth now.
I wish... Could we keep Sonya Blade as the teased hair, though, please?
Nah.
I love how Kraven's just sitting there and no one really thinks he's creepy or anything. It's all fun.
It's fine.
Because he'd come out in a couple months that, he was touching kids like Jerry Sandusky probably.
Yeah. It was weird. He always volunteered for the night shift of watching the kids.
Yeah. So isn't that chick 1,000 years old?
10,000 years old, yes.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Just wanted to check.
Age is just a number, though, Geiger. You know that. Uh-oh. It's the Emperor. No.
Is this how this movie ends?
Yes. It's fucking ridiculous.
Who the hell's this guy?
It's the Emperor. It's the guy that taught Johnny Tsunami's grandpa everything.
And he said he's gonna take over, and he's like, I don't think so, and that's how it ends. And that's how the second one, I guess, starts, Jeff said.
I would assume that's how the second one starts. That was incredible, is what that was. Mortal Kombat. Here we go. Jeff's coming back. So, Geiger, let's go to you first. Final thoughts, Mortal Kombat.
I feel like, since we referenced Billy Madison so much since she was in it, I feel dumber after watching this, and may God have mercy on all your souls that are still with us.
Horns.
It's bad. I'll just put it that way. I mean, when you go back and rewatch it, this is one of those movies that's tough.
Free ride's over.
Right. It's tough for me to even picture me as a kid finding something redeeming about this movie.
I had a blast. I think it's so much fun.
It's fun, but it's because it's so bad.
It's so bad.
Because you're high.
No. Maybe. I don't know. They made it feel like a video game. I know I said that earlier, but that's, to me, what was appealing to it, is that it wasn't a movie. You were literally just watching a really good video game.
Yeah, I guess, so it's not a good movie, but they visually brought to life a video game, I guess. It's just not a good film.
Do we think this is the... No, I can't even say it.
Well, no, I mean, it's not... Again, they're all so bad. What is the best video game movie? Maybe that's an episode tease. We should do that at some point.
The problem is I'd have to see most of them, which I haven't.
People said World of Warcraft. The people that actually watched it liked it.
That might be... I mean,
okay.
Again, everything on it is...
So I'll pick that one. Even though I've never played the game and never seen the movie.
Street Fighter we have to do at some point. Although after watching this, I don't know if Geiger will ever... Geiger before this told me, I wish we would be doing Street Fighter. I was like, I know, it's not streaming anywhere. But after seeing this, he's probably like...
on Netflix.
I
need to watch that too. The Blanca scene's one of the worst scenes ever in movie history.
Plus, we have to... How bad was Mortal Kombat if Jean-Claude Van Damme turned it down to do Street Fighter? This script is better, my friend.
All right, guys. We've derailed a little bit. We are the Bro Force Squad podcast. You guys can check all of our content out on our website, www.broforcesquad.com. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like us, and leave us comments and review because we like those things. We will definitely give you a shout out, and we appreciate all the love from everybody. For the mayor and the enforcer, I am the mad scientist. We'll catch you later.
Finish it!
Dun, 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 dun.
Matt Diker. Frank Banner. That's how they go.